Welcome to English via AI. Imagine a dark arena. Suddenly, the lights go out. Then, sparks burst into the air. A loud sound fills the building. Smoke rises. Security guards begin to walk down a long hallway. In the middle of them walks one man. He is huge. His head is shaved. His face is serious and still. He does not smile. He does not speak. He does not wave to the crowd. Thousands of people are on their feet. They are screaming. They are waiting for one thing. They want to see him win again. He steps into the ring. The bell rings. And in a very short time, the match is over. For a time, this man seemed unstoppable. He won and won and won again. His name became a symbol of pure power. This is the story of Bill Goldberg. The story begins in the United States. William Scott Bill Goldberg was born on December 27, 1966, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Even as a child, Goldberg was big and strong. He had a lot of energy. He loved to play, and he loved to compete. But he did not dream of wrestling. As a young boy, his heart belonged to a different sport. He loved football. Football became his passion. He played it. He studied it. He gave it all his energy. He worked hard in school, and he worked hard in the gym. He trained his body to be strong and fast. Like many young athletes, Goldberg had a big dream. He wanted to play football at the highest level. He believed in this dream. He chased it with everything he had. And for a while, that dream came true. Goldberg played college football at the University of Georgia. He was a defensive player, big and powerful. After college, his dream grew even bigger. He wanted to play professional football. In time, Goldberg reached the professional level. He played in the NFL, the top football league in the United States. He played professional football and spent time with teams including the Atlanta Falcons. It was a proud moment. He had worked for years to get there. He was strong, tough, and ready to compete. But professional football is hard on the body. The hits are heavy. The injuries are serious and common. Sadly, Goldberg suffered injuries during football, including problems that affected his ability to continue playing professionally. These injuries changed everything. They brought his football career to an end. Imagine working your whole life for one dream. Then, suddenly, that dream is gone. It was a painful moment. Goldberg was now a strong man with no clear path. But a new world was waiting for him, a world he never expected. After football, Goldberg needed a new direction. He was still big, he was still powerful, but he was no longer playing the sport he loved. Then, an interesting idea came to him. What about professional wrestling? At first, this felt strange. Goldberg was not a wrestler. He had spent his life on the football field. But wrestling needed big, powerful athletes. And Goldberg was exactly that. He began to train. He learned how to move in the ring. He learned how to perform and how to protect his body. It was not easy. Wrestling was very different from football. But Goldberg was a natural athlete, and he worked hard. He trained at a wrestling school connected to a company called WCW. WCW stood for World Championship Wrestling. It was one of the biggest wrestling companies of the 1990s. Slowly, Goldberg began to change. The football player was fading. A wrestler was being born. He did not know it yet, but he was about to become a phenomenon. In 1997, Goldberg arrived in WCW. From the start, he was different. He had a powerful presence. When he walked out, people felt it. He looked dangerous. He looked unstoppable. The company gave him a special plan. He would not lose. He would win quickly, again and again. His matches were short and explosive. He would attack fast. He would finish fast. Then he would leave the ring as the winner. He had two famous moves. One was a hard tackle, called the spear. The other was a powerful lift, called the jackhammer. Fans loved it. They had never seen anything quite like him. His entrance became famous. The dark hallway, the sparks, the security guards, the slow, serious walk to the ring. The energy was incredible. Every time he appeared, the crowd came alive. Goldberg was no longer just a new wrestler. He was a force of nature, and his winning streak was about to make history. This is the part that made Goldberg a legend. The winning streak. Goldberg kept winning, and winning, and winning again. He did not seem to stop. Every week, he defeated another opponent. The wins kept growing. The number kept rising. Fans began to count his victories. The streak became a huge story. Everyone wanted to know how long it could last. WCW promoted the streak heavily. They told fans the number was incredibly high. Then came one of his biggest nights. On July 6, 1998, Goldberg won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. He defeated Hollywood Hogan in front of a huge, excited crowd. It was a massive moment. The undefeated star was now the world champion. The streak number kept climbing. WCW promoted his winning streak as more than 170 victories. Although later discussions questioned the exact count, people came to the arena just to see him win again. They wanted to be part of the moment. Goldberg had become one of the biggest stars in wrestling. But every streak has an end. Nothing lasts forever. Not even a winning streak. The end came at a big event called Starrcade on December 27, 1998. In that match, Goldberg faced Kevin Nash. During the match, there was outside interference. Goldberg was shocked with a weapon, and he lost. For the fans, it was a huge shock. The unstoppable man had finally been stopped. The streak was over. The famous run of wins had ended. Losing is hard for anyone. For a man who had won so many times, it must have felt very strange. But this is part of every great story. Even the strongest people face defeat. What matters is not only winning. What matters is how we respond when we lose. Goldberg was still a huge star, but now he had to prove himself in new ways. The perfect streak was gone. A new chapter was beginning. In the early 2000s, the wrestling world changed in a big way. WCW, the company that made Goldberg famous, was struggling. In 2001, it was bought by its biggest rival, the company known as WWE. For Goldberg, this was a strange time. His home company was gone. For a while, he stepped away from wrestling. He took time for himself and for his life outside the ring. Then, in 2003, Goldberg joined WWE. It was a fresh start in a new place. He had some strong moments there. During his WWE run, he had major matches, and he would later return to win the Universal Championship. But the run was short. After a famous match at WrestleMania XX in 2004, Goldberg left WWE. For many years after that, he stayed away from the ring. His wrestling career seemed to be over. But the fans never forgot him. His name still carried great power. And one day, Goldberg would return. Away from the bright lights, Goldberg was a different person. In the ring, he was intense and powerful. But at home, he was a husband and a father. He married, and he had a son. He loved his family deeply. He wanted to be present for the important moments of their lives. This is a beautiful part of his story. The unstoppable warrior was also a loving family man. During his years away from wrestling, he focused on this life. He spent time with his family. He explored other interests, including acting and television work. Many famous people struggle to balance fame and family. The two worlds often pull in different directions. For a long time, Goldberg chose a quieter life. He stayed close to the people he loved. This shows us something important. Strength is not only about muscles. It is also about love and responsibility. But the wrestling world still remembered him. And one day, it would call him back. After more than 10 years away, Goldberg made a stunning return. In 2016, he came back to WWE. He was now in his late 40s. Many people thought his best days were behind him, but he came back stronger than anyone expected. The fans went wild. The famous entrance returned. The sparks, the security guards, the slow, powerful walk to the ring, and the crowd reacted just like in the old days. They screamed his name. They felt the energy. One of his return matches became famous because of how quickly it ended. It reminded everyone of his explosive power. A few months later, in early 2017, Goldberg won the WWE Universal Championship. It was an amazing moment for a man who had been away for so long. His comeback proved something powerful. Even after many years, a legend can return. He showed that age does not have to stop you. He showed that passion can come back. Goldberg had returned to the ring one more time. Goldberg is remembered as a true wrestling legend. In 2018, he received a great honor. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. His story is unique. He did not dream of wrestling as a child. He came from football. Yet, he became one of the biggest stars in the sport. He is famous for his power. He is famous for his intensity. And he is famous for that incredible winning streak. But his story is about more than just winning. It is about change. He lost his first dream, and he built a new one. It is about strength in the body and in the heart. It is also about family. Through all the fame, he never forgot the people he loved. Goldberg showed that life can take surprising turns. A closed door can lead to a new path. An ending can become a new beginning. His name is now part of wrestling history, and his journey continues to inspire people. So, what can we learn from the life of Goldberg? His story carries powerful lessons. The first lesson is about change. Goldberg lost his football dream, but instead of giving up, he found a new path. When one door closes, another can open. The second lesson is about hard work. He was not born a wrestler. He had to learn, train, and earn his success. Talent is not enough. Effort matters too. The third lesson is about humility. Even the greatest winning streak came to an end. Everyone loses sometimes. What matters is how we continue. But maybe the deepest lesson is about balance. Goldberg was a fierce competitor, but also a loving family man. He showed that we can be strong and gentle at the same time. His life reminds us of something simple but powerful. When life changes your plans, do not give up. Build something new. And sometimes, your new path becomes even greater than your first dream. Vocabulary, meanings, and examples from the story. Powerful, very strong, with a lot of force. Example: Goldberg was a powerful man, even as a boy. Injury, damage or harm to the body. Example: a serious injury ended his football career. Career, the work or jobs a person does over many years. Example: his football career ended too soon. Opponent, the person you fight or compete against. Example: he defeated every opponent quickly. Streak, a series of wins or events, one after another. Example: his winning streak made him famous. Defeat, a loss or the act of being beaten. Example: his first defeat shocked the fans. Comeback, a return to success after being away. Example: his comeback surprised the whole world. Intensity, very strong energy or feeling. Example: his entrance was full of intensity. Champion, the person who wins the top prize. Example: he became the world champion in 1998. Balance, keeping two important things equal, like work and family. Example: he found a balance between fame and family. Humility, being humble and not too proud. Example: his first defeat taught him humility. Inspire, to make someone want to do something good. Example: his story continues to inspire many people. Grammar tip: comparatives and superlatives. We use comparatives to compare two things. We use superlatives to talk about the top one in a group. Comparatives compare to. Add or use more. Example 1. Goldberg came back stronger than many people expected. Example 2. His entrance became more famous as his winning streak grew. Superlatives. The top one. Add est or use most. Example 1. He became one of the most powerful stars in wrestling. Example 2. He had one of the longest winning streaks in wrestling history. A simple rule. Short words. Add or est. For example, strong, stronger, strongest. Long words. Use more or most. For example, powerful, more powerful, most powerful. Quick example using both. Goldberg was stronger than most men, and he became one of the strongest stars in the sport. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share it with a friend who loves real stories, and comment below with one lesson you will carry with you. Subscribe to English via AI for more real stories that help you learn English, one journey at a time. Keep learning, keep building.